I'm gonna try not to do a lot
all the things.
I'm gonna try pretty hard not to do a lot of squealing. But I'm gonna ask you about what you're ready. You're frozen. You're all frozen.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I think we're back. That was weird. Like wanting to take a minute and just.
Yeah, you were completely frozen, and it were like.
On my screen, it was just like black and like twirly circles. I was like, oh no, what are we doing? Okay, so let me go in there. I will find it. I will tweet it to you.
Good job. I will find the book I'm working on. I look forward to discussing what we're writing without any spoilers. Like I have a book out. It's 290,000 words. And
I know, it's crazy.
I am writing a timestamp. All right, have you tweeted it?
I'm doing it right now. Done like dinner. Hey, we have some people here.
What?
Savannah, hi, welcome.
I don't know how to.
Do you see the comment?
No, only you can see that? Or how does that work? Oh, there.
We're new here. Excuse us. Yeah, there's Savannah.
How are people finding this? Did you tell people?
I've been sharing the things, and yeah, we also have this really cool Google spreadsheet that has all of the like AuthorTube live write-ins for the month of November. So I stuck them in there. We've been sharing it a little bit.
So organized.
I've been trying. Hey, Amber, welcome.
I'm delighted to have been asked.
Yeah, you're my first ever co-host. I'm so excited.
I'm excited to grill you about your process and discover how it absolutely wouldn't work for me and vice versa.
Oh man, I don't want to talk about my process right now.
Cheers.
Amber. Oh yes. After work word counts. Cheers. Exactly, Savannah. Is that how you found us on the Google Doc? That
this is the best beer in the world.
Jessica. It's Mountain Ale Shed.
Mountain Ale. It's
I'm drinking some wine.
Although I think they might have outsourced it at this point, but it started in Stowe and Vermont. All right, okay.
Nice, sweet. See, I'm so glad that Google Doc.
I don't.
I was like,
you sent out a Google Doc and we're like, come watch. I don't know how that works.
Yes, and what I did was I went on the one that Carol made, and I like put them all together on Jessica's too. So like, because it was pretty selfish because I kept going back and forth, and I was like, I just want to look at one document, and I sent Jessica a message. I was like, do you mind if I make some tweaks? She's like, have at it. So
can I take over your entire project and do it to my liking?
Sure. I just wanted to make it like easier for everybody, and she was making one like every week. I was like, Jessica, no, let's make this easier for you and everybody.
Well,
so that's why now it's a long.
This isn't where you like just complained. You both complained and offered to do it, and that's the magic trick. That's the combination. That's the
push myself on people.
Well, but if you just complain and do nothing, that is not okay.
That's fair. That is fair.
And I will do the legwork. That's really fun.
Yeah.
This is just seltzer.
Oh, you're drinking two beverages. Savannah, were you at Caro's live stream this afternoon? I know there was one. I popped in for a little bit.
Oh my God. Okay, so Jim has joined us from his computer. I can reach out and almost touch him if I scroll my chair.
Hi, Jim. Jim, we were just singing your praises.
That's true, we were.
I was literally just saying, like, Caitlin just hit the jackpot with you. You are the greatest.
Because I was describing going down to Jersey to get us books signed. I drove 6 hours both ways, got no shit whatsoever.
Yeah,
it wasn't uphill both ways. And he was like, I didn't know if you wanted a delicious hard cider beverage, and I bought you cookies. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the first time I met Jim, he was bringing us pizza.
Right?
Like, the man just feeds you, keeps you hydrated.
Is there a way I can see anyone else that's in here? Like just the names or something? Or is that only for you?
No, I think you can only see the comments.
Oh, okay.
You can see those comments though, right? That are coming up?
If they come up. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're brief. They come up and then they're done.
Oh, really?
Yes. You know what?
You don't see like the comments thread on the side?
No. Oh, live comments. Now I do. Yeah.
There it is. So, Caitlin, do you want to introduce yourself to the peeps?
What's that?
Sorry?
Did you know that I'm a computer professional?
You are. You literally work on computers. It's good. I was saying, do you want to introduce yourself to the people that are here? Tell us what you're working on.
So my name is Caitlin. I'm a Sagittarius. No, so I only just started writing long form 2 years ago. I'm a computer scientist, but I'm very smart and I have a knack. So about 2 years ago, I was like, I had pretty bad insomnia. I mean, I already had the meds, but I was like, okay, so what happens is I will have a fanfic, and for me, that story, if I read it over and over, I can soothe my brain at night, right? So to have a story, I already know how it turns out. It can't be one I don't know, because then I'll have to stay up and read it, and then I'll, like, if it's exciting, I'll have to sit up and think about it. And so it has to be a pattern I already know. So if I can read this story, I can soothe myself to sleep, but I'm a super picky reader. So I ended up, I'd have a couple favorites, like a few authors I really like. There's an Incubus fic that I really, really liked. That was really long, and it had, it just like would hit the notes that would work, and then I'd wear them out. And I couldn't find one I needed, and I was like, I'm gonna have to friggin' write it. So I started, and almost 300,000 words later, I finished book 1. And
congrats.
I have, I don't know how you tell people about this stuff. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how you publicize erotic fan fiction. I've been doing my best, but
I don't know.
I
do not write or read it. So
I don't know how you be like, hey, read my porn, like at some point, but it's so good, and I'm so proud of it. The thing that I'm most proud of is like the caliber of readers that are telling me they loved it. Like the types of professionals and the people that are reading it, and then like what I hear their credentials, I'm like blown away that they liked my thing. So it's just exciting.
That's so good. I love that, like, this passion project just like turned into something so giant for you, and just something that you did to like help your own brain out.
Yeah, and it's helping, and I'm hearing from people, this helps me when I'm anxious, and I can like, that is what I wrote it for. And the fact that I can even take that and put it in words and then hand it off, and it works for someone else, is just like some sort of magic I can't even articulate.
Yeah. So today you're working on book 2?
I'm working on a timestamp for book 1, but I will not say when it's coming out.
Maybe eventually.
Book 2 is just a continuation, so technically this is part of book 2 until it comes out as a timestamp, and then it is an in-between piece. What are you working on?
So I really messed up my NaNo this year, because I was convinced I wasn't going to do it, and then realized that I would not be working for most of the month. And then I was like, okay, well, if I'm not working, I'm just going to do it, spend all my time just writing. But I didn't have a concept, and I didn't want to work on something that I was currently working on, because I wanted to like do true NaNo spirit, because I have rebelled so many times in NaNo and camp. I was like, I'm going to do it right this time.
Okay.
And so I had like, I think 6 days to prep for it. And I just didn't finish.
What is prep for you?
Like, I really need to outline. Like, I really need to outline and like do full character sketches. Like, I just need prep, a lot of it.
Is that not part of the writing?
No, not in like the true NaNo spirit. Like, in the true NaNo spirit, you would just write words. Like you just want to write your 50,000 words and that's it. Because like an outline is not part of your 50,000. That's just the way it is, Cait.
Like
but it's not.
I count research as time spent writing because that is part of the work. But like,
right, but it's not a part of your like final word count, which is the whole goal. Like the whole goal of NaNo is to get that 50,000.
Mm-hmm.
So come November 1st, I just started writing it and realized quite quickly that I needed some more guidance and some more groundwork. So
how thorough is your outline when you make an outline?
Oh, it's like scene by scene, beat by beat. Like it's quite thorough. So yesterday I spent the time kind of like importing my entire outline into Scrivener and dividing it all by scenes and realizing I'm so short.
I looked at it. It looked
Try it. It's the best.
But then I would be tied to my desktop, and I mean, like, can I port it to other devices? Probably not.
Honestly, I was actually thinking about that today because I don't know if it does. And actually, why did my Scrivener just close? Okay, that was weird. Any hoodle.
Like I did that entire
that's what I'm working on now
in Google Docs.
Yeah.
And I hit almost 200,000 words. It wouldn't save anymore.
Oh, geez.
I hit the limits of saving. It simply wouldn't save anymore. And so I had to split it into two. And I was like, huh, I did not know that was possible.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they had a limit.
Yeah.
Good to know. Way to go. So I'm just gonna continue working today on my outline. I know I really should be writing, but I don't know. I gave myself like 4 days of just buckle down and write it and just pants it and it'll be fine. And I couldn't. It did not work for me. So I'm giving in to the fact that I need to spend a little bit more time on my outline. So that's what I'm doing tonight.
I have to outline, but I don't necessarily have to have the whole. I can have a loose shape, and then
I need white.
Like I can know these things will have to happen. I don't know when they're happening, and I don't know. Like my outline is not complete for this work, but I have a rough idea of what will happen. And then sometimes a chapter outline could be one sentence, and sometimes it's like just paragraphs and paragraphs, depending on how.
Right.
And sometimes I am like, this is just going to be a nice evening, we're gonna do such and such, and it does. The characters won't do it, and they have like an argument or so like, and I'm like, would you just? And they won't.
No.
Real fast.
I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay with deviating from my outline. Just like I need one before I get in. So we're gonna start our first sprint here in a while.
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you guys tell us what you're working on tonight? If you are doing NaNo, I'm doing NaNo, Cait is not doing NaNo. How are you doing? Day 6 now. Are you feeling comfortable with your progress, or are you like totally behind or just like miles ahead? If you're miles ahead, please share your secrets because I'm barely hanging on.
Well, I could do NaNo if I had a month off, but I don't.
Mm-hmm. So it's funny because the reason that I decided in the end to do NaNo is because I was going to have time off, and now I am ending up not having very much time off, which is good. Working is, good for the pocketbook.
Right. I am a very slow writer. I like to think that my results are great, but I'm just slow. And there's a lot of revising that goes into each chapter. So to my pace is about 5K a week, and that's a good week. So to do NaNo, I would need 2 months and a couple weekends.
Do you find because like when you post, do you post like a chapter at a time, or do you just do the whole shebang?
I didn't start posting until I was 200,000 words ahead. And then I started posting, and I plotted out what had to come out together because I couldn't leave a cliffhanger that was painful. Because I know that when I read a painful section, if I don't read till the end, it fucks me up. I'm fucked up until I finish it, and I know how it ends. So I would not leave anything like that. So some releases were short and some were quite long, just to get over like difficult stretches of like angst or the mandatory pining. And but when they started to catch up, I started to panic. like I am not done with this chapter, and yet it is due on Friday, and I am very stressed out over this. And I also need a lot of time for foreshadowing and to make the details match. So if something happens in chapter 20 and there's a new detail that needs to match, like, you know, chapter 6, I have to go back and fix that. Like, for example, in my work, there's a Thanksgiving, and this involved pulling a kitchen from nothing up to enough stuff to make a Thanksgiving. And that happened over time because they were doing dinners on Friday. So I like woke up in the middle of the night like, there's at least one pie pan. So wait, why did you get all small and
Oh, because we're gonna start our sprint, and I wanted to get the timer up.
But like, so that sort of thing, like I needed the details to be so consistent that I needed enough time ahead for them not to be nipping at my heels, because if once it's out, I'm not going to go back and revise it. That
right.
Once it's out, that has been experienced by a reader. It's not mine anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go back and fiddle with it. So
no, of course not.
So and what I did was I was like, I'm going to close this book, and then I'm going to give myself enough time to be like 150,000 words ahead before I start publishing anything. So that's set in stone, so that I'm not getting nipped at the heels. I can't, like, when there's a deadline, I'm not being paid for this. Deadline of Friday, and like people nipping at my heels, and what if it fucks up my next chapter because of, no, I need like this is a plot from point A all the way to point end. And it has to match, and it has to be consistent, and I can't stand a single detail.
Point end.
I need lead time.
Okay. Okay, so let's start this stream. I hope that this timer or this sprint, I hope this timer works well. I don't know. I've never tried it, but I figured we would start off with like a 12-minute little thing, and it looks like it's not showing, is it?
I see 8:16. Good evening, Natasha. 8:17. So it's just a clock.
Okay, well the timer's going. Well, I'm gonna try a different one. I can see it on my end. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm using an extension. All right, we'll try a different one.
Okay. I've never written on a timer before, so this is exciting.
Well, the point is just to write what you can write in that time. And
so, like, I'm not allowed to revise. I have to write new stuff.
I mean, you can do whatever you need to do. Oh, I feel like the comments are coming in like on a delay. Finishing a chapter 2, also reaching my word count for tonight. You can do it. We got time. Amber, are you doing like the recommended 50,000? Are you doing 1667, or did you set yourself like a different kind of goal? What's happening over there?
I don't know. It has a time on it when it comes in.
Oh yeah, because this is like a separate thing. Okay. I feel like these comments will eventually show up. I just don't know. Okay, so yeah, let's get started with the 12-minute, and then we'll check in and we'll do a longer sprint on the second one. Cait, you can mute yourself if you like, or not, just whatever you're comfortable with.
I feel very pressured now, but I'll do what I can.
You can do it. Just write whatever you want. Do whatever you want. You make the rules. Okay, see you in 12 minutes.
Okay. Good one, Joe.
Excuse me.
That is the alien noise. I looked up words and all it's giving me is argument.
Okay, that is time.
Really?
Yeah. 12 minutes goes quick. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. There you are. There we go. So it looks like somewhere in the middle there, I don't know, something glitched out, but I feel like it's doing okay now. So I'm not sure if Amber's still here, but Amber said she tries to get 1,000 words more above the recommended amount each night, trying to stay ahead.
So like
amazing.
2,500 words a night.
26.
I would die.
It's a lot. How did you do on that sprint there, Cait?
67. Wait, no, 103 words.
Nice.
How'd you do?
Good amount for a warm up. 206.
A warm up. This is my speed, girl.
Yeah, but 13 minutes is like a good warm up.
I don't understand. It's not like lifting weights and we're gonna like.
That's exactly what it is.
It really isn't.
Yeah. It totally is. The more you do it, the more you get comfortable with it and go faster a little bit.
No. No. I have not gone any faster in the entire time that I've been practicing this, but I like to think that no, I haven't sped up at all. I'm just like,
yeah, but speed isn't everything.
Speed isn't everything because I'm not done until I like it. So, you know, I'll write something, but I'm not like going for speed. I'm going for perfect phrasing. So I don't do a shitty first draft and then passes. I do my very best first draft and then I do passes.
Right.
I will sometimes skip, like if I'm like, desert, parentheses, description of desert, just so I can like get some
yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
Amber saying her brain is usually mush by the time she's done her 2,600 words. Yeah.
2,600? Come on.
How close are you to finishing tonight, Amber? Where are you at? And tell us your secret. So much. I have been wanting to do more writing in the morning before work because that is generally like my most productive time. But lately, getting up has been a struggle. That daylight savings time is messing with me.
So I have.
I got a new alarm clock today. It's very loud.
It's so cute. I have really bad insomnia. So
yeah, I know.
I have drugs now, but I can't schedule anything in the morning in case I can't sleep. So, but I do sometimes get stuck until 2 or 3 writing, and then have to wake up and finish it. Like sometimes I'm gripped by the story to where I can't do anything else until that part is out of me.
Yeah.
It's kind of awful, but also kind of awesome.
Do you can you see Peggy here? Oh, there she is. She's the little gray bump on top of the white thing. Hey, Peggy. Oh, she's giving me side eye. She does not like us talking about her. Okay, Peggy.
All right.
That's fine.
Well, Grunt's in a chair next to me, sleeping. He's been in a weird mood today.
Has he?
He hasn't, like, usually he'll jump down and follow me around, but today he's just whining when I leave, as opposed to getting up. I got a bed in the chair, and he's not real tall, and he can't get up in it real easy. So he needs help to get up in it, and it just doesn't.
Grommet.
You know, he has a perfectly good bed on the floor, but this one's closer to my butt. Closer. Fine.
That.
As you can before having no door.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Caitlin does not do mornings. She's not into this piece of advice.
I had to go to the doctor to get medicine because I was losing my will to live. That's how bad the insomnia was.
Yeah. No, it's insane. It's not. It really messes with like everything.
Not sleeping for a couple of days in a row ruins your entire life. There's just nothing is good and everything is awful.
Yeah, I get
So
that.
I would like to do this for my job because I feel like my morning brains would be more productive and I would get more done. I feel like if I were writing during the part of the day where I'm selling my brains, those brains are superior and surely they would write faster. That is my opinion. Right?
Take what you can get.
Like writing gets what's left and that hurts a little.
Yeah. Yeah. We all make it work, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I wrote
do
4 paperbacks in the span of 18 months.
Oh, girl. No, get your sleep.
No,
Oh my
no.
God. I am such a big fan of sleep. It's I sing the praises of sleep on a regular basis.
Yes, we all like sleep. It's just
I know, but like I'm very passionate about people like sleeping a solid 7 hours, like get your time in.
I can spend 12 to 13 hours trying to get 6 or 7. So it's a struggle.
Oh man.
If I do everything right and I take the drugs and I go to bed in a reasonable hour and I'm not very worried about anything. Yeah.
One pace by. Pretty much.
All good.
Pretty much that.
It's fine. So you wrote twice as much as me. How does that feel?
Okay, but to be fair, I am still working on my outline. Like I have gone back and I have my outline pulled up and I'm
and I spent like 4 minutes trying to find a word for words. I want like so the sentence is you stole my reason with but your words is boring. So then I went to the thesaurus and I spent like 5 minutes clicking through words, and words gets you to nothing but it's like arguments. No, I don't mean arguments. I mean literally the lyrical phrasing that you use. I don't want the word poetry. I couldn't find one. Well, it was just
is prose too like fluffy?
It was dirty talk. So
okay, fair.
But Castile would never say the words dirty talk. That's not something that ever come out of his mouth. So I settled on with what you said.
Sometimes just the best way to say it is the simple way. Yeah, so Amber and Cait, you guys are in the same boat.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like I've got like some issues with sleep, but definitely not like insomnia level.
I use the blue pills from Costco, which are dimethicone or something, but they're over the counter, and those knock out the thinking part of my brain. But for the anxiety part, my doctor prescribed trazodone, which and it works really well. So as long as
it does. I take that once in a while when I can't sleep. Also, that's the only time that I take it. Yeah, if I'm like really like a few nights in a row, if I'm like, oh wait, I have not been sleeping. And my doctor was like, you can take more than one of those if you need to. And then, if you're really, and I was like, what? So one time I took one and it didn't work. And it was like 4 or 5 in the morning and I took a whole other one. And my brain. At 5 o'clock in the morning? Well, so if I haven't slept yet, but I didn't realize they were consecutive 7 or 8 hour blocks of complete no brain activity. So now I'll take half of one at that time, but I didn't know yet. So I took a whole one and my brain flatlined until 2 p.m. Like I slept and then I woke up and then I was like no synapses firing for 3 hours after I woke up until it finally wore off. I was like, okay, we don't wait a bunch of time and take a second one. If we need to, we take both of them. You do it right away. Yeah. Good lesson learned. Yeah, if you haven't passed out within like half an hour to an hour, like then it's the time to take it. Yeah, right then. Don't be like waiting 5 hours and then taking a whole nother one. No. So we're exactly at the 40-minute mark. So let's do like a nice 20-minute sprint. Okay. Get us that hour. You can do it. You ready, Cait? Yep. Ready, Amber? I think Amber is the only one that's with us. It's just like a little girls' night. Amber, are you drinking an adult beverage like we are? You unmute me. I did unmute you. I had to mute you. I was like, what is she talking about? There's a note that says I muted you in case you want to talk to him. Nobody wants to talk to you. I love you. He's got his headphones. Nobody wants to talk to Jim. He's got his headphones. I love you too.
But he's dialed into. He's watching this chat.
I was, but it was delayed, and so I heard you say it, and then like 20 seconds later, I heard it say it. So
never mind. He stopped.
Yeah, that's super annoying. Okay, so 20 minutes. Let's get that going.
Okay.
Yes, a rum and coke. Nice.
Mm.
Yeah. I used to be very adamant about not drinking while I was writing, and have since decided on the exact opposite.
Mm.
I'm taking the Hemingway method and just running with it. All right, let's go 20 minutes.
I can't drink too much because then I stop
Yeah,
drinking. I'm like nurse a beer. It's weird. I just received a notification that we're going to do this thing at 8. Good one, calendar. No. Oh man. Jim, the word shirt cocking was kind of started in 2005, so I can't use it. Boo.
Okay, so that's 20 minutes.
What? This explains how those hours just fritter away while I'm trying
I
to write.
know. That's how it goes. How did you get on, Cait?
I don't know where I was when we left off.
How about you, Amber? How you doing? Amber's a cross between a planner and a pantser. A plantser. I thought that I could do that. I have discovered I cannot. And Savannah's having a tough time putting her little one to bed.
That has to be really hard to write around. Impossible, one might think. How did I
Sorry?
do? I was saying that has to be impossible to write around. Impossible! I got about 275 that time, but I'm writing dialogue, so that goes quicker.
What's it? I actually have to math this. I should be using, I made like this little spreadsheet that I thought was gonna like help me in figuring out like my sprint words, and I keep forgetting to open it. I did 413. Had an idea for a few new scenes, which thank goodness, because as it stands now, it's very short. I also like, I spent a little bit of time trying to figure out 387. Nice. Oh, please also explain a little bit about that comment about, what was it, pushing your main character off a very high place. I love that. Your project sounds fun.
I don't know if you heard me muttering to myself, but I was disappointed I can't use the word shirt cocking. Because I looked it up, and that only started being used in 2005 approximately, and this is set.
And when is your story set?
2002.
There you go.
That would have been a good one.
So
I did a stretch. Oh, go ahead.
I know that there's like this. Oh wait, maybe hold on. No, I know that there's this setting in Scrivener where you can hit a button and it goes back to like the last page that you were working on, or the last document, or the last folder, whatever it is that you're working in. And I know that at one point I turned that off, and I can't remember, like probably 2 years ago, and now I want to be able to use it, and I can't figure out how to turn it back on.
Well, just Google it. That's what I do every time I'm in a software.
I tried that. It did not.
You probably, it's called instant replay or instant recall or something like that.
Nope.
Or memory, or save my place, or.
No, I don't even know what these little buttons are. And like when I hover over them, it doesn't. It's just, oh, wait. Did I figure it out? Oh, I think I might have figured it out. Imagine if I just start clicking things and then it's just there. Yes.
All right.
Thank goodness. Success is mine.
I had a win like that.
May not have been writing, but it is going to make my life easier.
I don't even remember, but I had one like that. I was like, why can I not? What if I just, oh, it was trying to, on my trip, I was trying to get the phone hooked up to the Bluetooth, and I wouldn't friggin' do it. And I finally, like, I Googled how on the phone, and I think the car had to be in park. And so I pulled over, and I put the car in park, and it was like, just connect! And finally it did it, and I don't even know what I did, and I was like, finally!
Oh, probably because you were trying to do it when the car was moving. Some won't let you do that.
Yeah, it wouldn't, but it also didn't work even once I pulled over, so I was getting really annoyed because I had 6 hours ahead of me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Phone speaker.
Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, let's read that. Oh, I forgot to take that thingy off anyway. MC has to get from point A, which is on top of a cliff, to B, where she's transported back in time. So how difficult I want to make it for her. Very difficult. That's just me. I mean, not like for me anyways. Like I have such a hard time, even if I'm reading like some kind of fantasy or something, like suspending my disbelief of like physical injuries and stuff. You know, like if somebody has like a broken leg, you're not walking on it. I don't care what kind of world you live in.
What was that freaking awful movie with Jason Statham where like somebody stole his heart and he continues?
I have no idea.
And there's like,
yeah, but it's Jason Statham. I can forgive it. She also meets some very.
They cut his heart out of his chest, and he's still kicking ass. And I was like, "Come on!"
Your story sounds super, super interesting, Amber. I wish I had that kind of imagination. I can't. Savannah says, one is 3, the other is 5. The 5-year-old is the terror. Yeah. And the 3-year-old is a type 1 diabetic. Yikes, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. I'm so impressed that you are even like here communicating with us. Way to go. Super mom over there. And I'm just like hugging my wine. It's fine. Yeah, Peggy. I wish that you could see Peggy better because she's being hilarious. Hey? What? She's judging me.
I see. Is this a human? Or perhaps a creature of some sort?
Sorry?
What type of organism is judging you? Is it a human or a pet?
Oh, no, it's my cat. It's my cat.
Those things are super judgy.
With a pacemaker. Yes.
Is that what he had in the... I was
so
like,
good.
Come on.
Love it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be ready to start actually writing words again for like several days. Which I don't feel great about. But also, I really was getting nowhere.
How would you describe your story? What is...
I haven't quite figured out exactly where it's at. So it is some kind of contemporary romance. I just don't know how raunchy it's going to be, kind of is where we're at. But also, it kind of like the romance story is almost secondary to like both of the characters like figuring out where they're going and like actually deciding to like be the person that they want to be instead of the person that they've been being. That was good English. So yeah, I'm still like super on the fence about exactly where it's going. But thankfully I haven't got to any parts that make me like that I have to decide one way or the other.
I mean, you don't have a publisher breathing down your neck about the level of raunchy it's allowed to be, so it's totally
No, I can do whatever I want. I just don't know like if it fits into their relationship actually.
Mine ended up being the most explicit thing I can even describe in words, but not prurient, which is a really cool line to walk.
Yeah.
It was all character driven, and very little was gratuitous. But I mean, you know, because I like my personal pet peeve when I'm reading a fanfic is to skip any first times. Like I read one where it was like, is there a rating on this talk? Is it PG? So I read one that was like,
I'm not monetized, so probably not.
The first time character A went down on character B, it hadn't gone great. So, but the second time he was really going to do it up, and I was like, "What? Don't fucking skip the first. What? This is. I am offended."
Yeah.
So I was like, I vowed I would not skip anything important. Like, I wanted to see the first argument, the first everything. And I wanted to
it is kind of awkward to like mention it, but not actually talk about it. That's weird.
It was really odd. Like I wanted can't wait for the demon part. Well, now I am intrigued.
Yeah.
I wanted like a full. Another one that really bugs me is meet cute. They bang. It's over. I'm like, I want to see an argument. I want to see you negotiate public spaces. I want to see your friends find out. I want to see you meet. I want the whole shebang.
Yeah, but I'm assuming if people are writing that, then like there is space in, you know, in the fandom or whichever it is that people want to be reading that, right?
But that's not what I want, and I couldn't find what I wanted. Okay. So I'm ready.
Yeah, so you made your own.
Yeah.
Why not? Ember, what kind of rewards are you giving yourself?
Yeah.
I want to hear about that. Also helps that my MC has to go through a lot of stuff mentally and physically. So is it kind of like draining on you a little bit to be like writing that kind of harder stuff?
I started 3 different chapters because they were all hard, like different emotional stuff, and I was like, well, let me leave that and go. That's hard too, and I still got 2 done, but one's still hanging, and it is rough. It is gonna be rough. It is like I can't talk about it without spoilers, but it is some bigotry comes to roost, and it is uncomfortable and painful, and I'm not looking forward to writing it. But it's life, and it's got to go in there.
Yeah, we need all the parts, right? I don't know where this cat went.
We're still waiting to hear what these rewards are.
I know. Well, I think like there is somewhat of a delay, I think, between like StreamYard and YouTube. So it takes like a minute. But I don't think that I can also have my YouTube open because I think, let me try it again. I think that it might be what's causing us to lag every once in a while. Because Wi-Fi. Let's see. What it's doing.
Starbucks, new books, and movies.
Oop. There we go.
These are good reports.
Yeah, it's very draining, especially when I have to focus on her mental state. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine how difficult that is. Starbucks, new books, and I love that. They're all very different. Honestly, if I rewarded myself with new books, I'd probably have much less than I do now.
Probably. My rewards, like my guilty pleasure now, is reading books about writing. And I can't.
I literally have 2 on my desk right now.
I bought myself a new textbook. It's sitting upstairs. I don't remember the name of it, but it has like a maze on it. I have which one is that one? Save the Cat. I have that right up here, but I haven't read it yet.
I literally just got it today. So
it's like highly recommended. Everyone says read it, so it's sitting right up there waiting for me. I read Bird by Bird by Anne Lamott last year, and it was really fantastic. The best parts I took away was she did a wonderful chapter about jealousy, and she was like, you're going to have a writer friend, and they're going to be really successful, and they're going to be going on and on about how great it is, and you're going to hate their guts. This is normal. It was so funny. And then she had this, she was, I also took away like her, was like, just get your 300 words in. Just get your 300 words in. And that was like her day. And I was like, well,
That's
shit.
incredible.
If I can do 300 words in a day, then I can, that's maybe still okay.
Yeah, because 300 is like totally doable. Oh my gosh, all my screens just went away. I'm working with a new double monitor system and I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yes, a tattoo is a wonderful big reward. I support that wholeheartedly. Love some tattoos.
I just have the one somewhere.
Right, it's the other side. I got a new one when I was in Portugal, actually. This one is new.
Let me increase the size of this window.
It says Saudade. It's awkward because it's upside down if I try. It says Saudade with a little sunflower around it. And I'm actually reading this book. I don't even remember what it's called. Can't remember. And one of the main characters, I guess, studied like linguistics. And so every couple chapters, there's like this word that he describes, words that are kind of like the indescribable words that have no direct translation. And so that is one of them. And I've never seen it mentioned in a book before. I was like, I have that word. I know what that word means.
Well, really what does it mean?
So
using
again, it doesn't have a translation. So the best way that I can describe it is the love that remains after somebody is gone, whether they're like passed away or just gone from your life. But it's like a longing, but not a sadness. So it's more about remembering them in like a happy way that you got to spend time together rather than in a sad way that it's over.
That's lovely.
Yeah. So I got it in the town where my grandmother used to vacation.
That's some words from other languages we just have to take because they don't have them in ours. Like, for example, Schadenfreude is a really good word. Oh, that is the joy you take in someone else's small misfortune.
Oh, okay.
That is a German word. And, it is a good word. It is a good word.
Solid. All right, let's start another sprint. What say we?
All right.
We can do this. Shall we do another 20-minute or should we up it a little bit more?
Oh, I don't know. What is it, 10:20? How long are we going till?
Going to about 10.
Oh, is it 9:20?
You have not changed your clock.
Well, I did not change that clock.
You are living in the past.
Listen, it's an analog clock with a dial on the back.
Okay, let's do
but it has baby on it.
Okay, well, if it has baby on it. Let's do another 20-minute and then we'll close out with like a short 10-minute at the end. How about that?
Okay.
That sounds like a plan. All right. Make this the best one yet.
I'm kind of
I believe in you. Up it. Amber's saying up it.
Make it the best one yet.
I think we're going to have to up it. We're going to up it.
Oops, the best one so far. What are you talking
All right.
about? We're kind of wrapping up a chapter here, so there's going to be a pause, and then we're going to have like some sort of...
Are you good?
Yeah, there'll be like a 3-dot thing, and then we'll move a little bit forward in time. We'll have like a little closey thing, and then the chapter might be wrapped. In which case, I can give it to my beta and blow her fucking mind.
I love that confidence, Caitlin. I want to have some of that in my life. All right, ready, steady, go.
Monday's getting home with the well,
Holy shit, Savannah. It takes me a week to write a 5K.
All right. Can you guys hear that beeping when the timer ends? Because I don't feel like it comes across on the stream.
No.
That's fine. That's just a little one.
Okay.
Yeah, 3,700 words, like Savannah. I know she's not here anymore, but like,
Yeah.
girl, amazing. How did you do, Cait?
I'm not quite sure where the last one left off, but I think it was like,
Were we on this before or this? I feel like we did a little bit of both. I like this better.
let's see.
Less in your face. I didn't realize that
I don't know,
two
maybe
different.
150, because the chapter's wrapping right there, and then there's going to be a little coda on the end of it. But meanwhile, so I wrapped, and then I started scrolling up to fix shit that I remember not loving. So I find that I need several passes just for sentence structure and sentences that aren't conveying what I want, or that aren't. They're like too. I like a run-on sentence in a sex scene. I like maybe an entire paragraph that's one sentence because it gives it an urgency.
Okay.
That's like an artistic choice, but I don't like a run-on sentence that literally just didn't find a good stopping point. So like I try to if I use too many dashes or if there's just too many thoughts in it, I try to pick those apart so that they read more cleanly. And I like the cadence of a sentence to feel good in your mind. So I like to have a good beat. I like the words to flow in a certain way. So I'll be like poking around. And then I also need just the right word. So if that word doesn't evoke what I want, then I'm like in the thesaurus for 45 minutes to find just the right one. And usually this language is so vast that you can find just the right one, but you have to sometimes look for the one that means
Right.
the thing you're trying to find. And I learned a lot of words over the course of the last year and a half, because in fact, one of my favorite new words I learned is vouchsafe, because it means exactly what I needed, and it took me 45 minutes to find exactly the word.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just the right one. Let me find that one. So it's to grant or give as by favor, graciousness, or condescension, or to allow or permit as by favor or graciousness. So I wanted a word that meant handing you something, but not a gift, like a largesse, like something that, in this case, it was there's no pleasure for me unless you vouchsafe it.
Interesting.
In the middle of a litany of a bunch of different statements, it was like a poetry litany of like a love confession, but I was like, it's not grant, it's not give, it's not. And I was in that thesaurus for 45 minutes before I found just the right word. And then I was like, there's no way that character B knows that word, but he's going to text his brother and ask what it means.
Oh my gosh. So Amber got in 502.
Wow.
That's wicked. So where are you at for the day, Amber? How are you doing your daily goal? That's awesome. 502. I really want to push myself at some point during this NaNo to try my darndest to do a 1K in 30. I feel like once I get back into actually writing, I could possibly.
That is more than
but because I'm still, sorry?
That is more than 4 times my writing speed, just so you know. I write on average 400 words an hour, which is very slow. And
you're writing in a very specific way, I feel like, and you're not just writing in that time. Like you're spending a lot of time like outside of your work, I feel like.
I am. I'm over here in the thesaurus looking for the right word. So maybe it's because I write and revise at the same time. So this chapter is 8,700 words so far. And when I started the chapter, I was like, I would like this chapter to be 10,000 words, because when I put a timestamp on my work, that would make the whole thing 300,000 words. But apparently, a word count is not an outline.
Oh, really? Go figure.
Just, I want this to be 10K is not enough description.
Yeah. Also, can we please talk for a second about my amazing t-shirt?
Oh my gosh. That's beautiful.
I love this shirt so much.
That's awesome.
I went to go see
I can't see it, but I'm wearing
Lionel.
Dazzled Love Tee.
Oh, nice. Bedazzled. 667 to get the NaNo word count. Might just get that for tonight. Amazing. Well, yeah, and I feel like that's probably part of the reason why people tend to like try and exceed the count like as many times as they can, right? Because then
because you're gonna have a shitty day or maybe a bad weekend or something, and then
well, also like Amber, where are you from? Like, do you live in the States? Because like I live in Canada, so we don't have like Thanksgiving this month or anything like that. But I feel like people who are writing from the States and like trying to get in 50,000 when you also have a holiday weekend is probably a little bit more challenging.
With your family showing up,
right? I don't have that. I do have my birthday though, but I do plan to spend most of my birthday writing.
I feel like I would. I don't know what I did on my last birthday, but I feel like I would definitely be like, I'm gonna write for like at least a couple hours, or I'm gonna get crabby.
I don't feel like I've got to write. I want to. Like people at work were asking me, "Oh, are you doing anything special for your birthday this year?" Because last year I flew down to New York and saw Hamilton on my birthday, and it was like
Oh my God.
it was a big deal.
That's awesome. I listened
Yeah.
to Hamilton all the way back on my drive, and then
Oh my God, it's the best driving soundtrack
it is, and it's like a good
ever.
solid 2 hours.
It's 2:45, man. It'll get you.
Really?
Yeah.
And then, but I only have to sob for like 15 minutes of it, so it's not so bad.
Yeah. So they're like, "What are you gonna do this year? Like last year, it was such a big thing," because I guess they don't like. I've only known them for a year, so they don't realize that like that was not my normal like go-to birthday celebrations. Also, like it was my 30th birthday last year, so I wanted to like do it up a little bit. I was like, this year I'm gonna order a Panzerotti. I'm gonna open a bottle of wine.
What's
and I'm
a
gonna hang out at
Panzerotti?
home. A Panzerotti.
Yeah, what's that?
It's so delicious.
What is
It picture like a pizza pocket, but made by like Italian people who know how to cook, and they're deep fried. And they're like this big.
So it's like a calzone, but deep fried.
It's a calzone, but deep fried and better than a calzone.
Oh, yeah.
It's not. It's like it doesn't taste the same at all. And
Well, if it has cheese and stuff inside, it sounds. Now
and
I
I
want
always get it with double cheese. Obviously, you've got to come visit me one day, Cait. And
I will. I don't even know.
let me see. It's at work at Starbucks and just set up. Yep. Yeah, I used to work at Starbucks and always had to do that like the week of my birthday. That big setup. Do they still do it like after hours? We used to come in like quite late at night and do them. And it's in a Target, so double the stress. Oh, I don't know. Do you spend all of your money at Target? Because I mean, for us, like Target's kind of like it's such a novelty because we don't have them here anymore. So anytime like I'm in the States, I'm like, I gotta go to Target. It's bad.
I spend all of my money at Costco.
Fair enough.
And then whatever it is, it's the challenge. So it's like, oh, it's the tomatoes challenge or whatever you buy because it's like a bale of it, whatever it is, and you're like, oh gosh, we're doing the sausages in a bag challenge today.
I must have forgot to charge my headphones.
Are they those little white ones that everybody loses all the time?
I've never lost mine, and I've had them for almost 2 years.
Wow. I'm impressed. Like writing pens, you ever? Sorry, whenever I see the word pens, I'm like, you're missing an eye.
I really do a great pen. I have a problem. I don't think I've ever. I shouldn't even have this thought. I don't think I've ever gone into the stationery section at Target. Yeah, I must not have, because there's no way that I would go into the stationery section at Target and not leave with a bunch of stuff.
My weakness is more like jewelry findings and right now mostly bedazzling crap. Or right. I'm always a sucker for like, this will organize your life. Oh, you're so right. I need a system to put all of my cans sideways and feed them down and then pull them out. Yeah, that doesn't.
I did buy last time I was there a really, really great. It was like 2 plastic bowls, but they both had lids, and one of them is like a perfect salad size. And so I started keeping it at my desk at work, and because it's got a lid, I can make my salads at work and like shake it up properly. It doesn't sound exciting. It's very exciting.
It does sound exciting because then you have an even distribution of dressing.
It's better I can't even. Yeah.
I gotta eat more vegetables. I got home from this trip and I was like, I ate an entire bag of crullers.
Oh man.
But like,
Yeah, I'm
they
trying to
have
be better about eating fruit. That's what I've
they
got
have
here.
a lot of
I've
fat
got
in them,
people
so
fruit.
they can hold me. Like, if you can't get protein, fat is the best second thing, so you're not hungry. But
Mm.
starting to be like, I'm getting a sugar head. I gotta eat some vegetables.
Yeah. I forgot the protein part of my lunch at home today, so I was starving all afternoon.
Yep. I'm trying. My mom's a quack, but she swore that she's bought collagen powder and she's been eating that, and she said that her nails are a lot stronger and her hair is better. And my nails have been really thin and cracky, so I bought some of that. So I started that today.
Yeah, it's great for your skin, great for your hair, great for everything.
Good, because my
Great for
hair
your
and
joints.
skin are getting very old and weak.
Yep, that's how it goes.
And winter is starting, so the air's dry and horrible.
Oh, I'm like so dry constantly. I just realized that my light has totally changed because these are my get ready for bed lights.
Mm-hmm.
Do either of you have like any kind of smart lights? I caved a little while ago and finally got smart lights.
I have the sad thing that keeps like a really bright light for in the winter. Like a huge spotlight for the side of my head. I have this one that's off because of this. This one right here is a full spectrum, and then that one's a full spectrum. And then I have no, I do let the phone go to blue light if that counts, but no, I don't have any specialty. I get I feel like leaving all the lights on is better.
Oh, that was great.
Therapy. So just like lights everywhere, all over the house in the winter months. And Jim used to follow me around turning them off, but I snap at him. He doesn't like, because I'll like leave the room and the lights out. Ah! It's only 4. Why is it dark everywhere?
Yeah, mine in my bedroom they go to like a red, and then in the rest of the house they dim at like 9:30.
That's awesome.
Yeah, to like remind me that it's time to start getting ready for bed. I've recently become plant-based. I've been trying to get in. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really healthy. And I'm trying, but I'm allergic to soy, so it makes it very difficult to go plant-based.
Well, I mean, it's definitely possible. You just got to spend a little bit more time.
A lot of
I'm like deciding where you're getting your protein from, right?
But like all of the vegetarian options are almost all very heavily soy-based. And
well, if you're buying them pre-made, yeah, they're like all soy.
Right.
And everything has soy.
Everything in the States. I think you guys are a lot better off, but in the States, soybean oil is very cheap, and so it's in almost all prepared food. Or they'll go with whatever's the market, so they'll say soybean or canola oil, and I'll be like, well, which is it?
Oh my god!
Me a rash, you dicks!
How did they get away with that?
They just say it's going to be one or the other, and then they just pick based on the market, and then I just can't have that. Whatever it is, it's really frustrating.
Yeah, I definitely don't feel like that's a thing here.
No, it isn't. I can eat pretty well in Canada. I like Canada. I like Canada. They got good food. The people are nice.
We try. Yeah, Amber, I've been trying to like cut out most of my animal proteins, and it's been a little bit hard going.
It is hard. Can you eat eggs?
Yeah, I can eat eggs. I mean, I can pretty much eat anything. I just can't eat really. Well, that's a lie. That's a flat out lie. I just lied to you. I'm sorry. I just, because like I make all of my own food, I don't like think about the things that I can't eat because I just don't buy them.
Yeah, I have a pretty long list. The only one that seems to really, really kill me right now is honey, like a deathly rash, or onions, which is not a rash. I just can't digest them, and they're agonizing. And I can't
digest black pepper. It kills me.
I understand.
I'm always powered by a lamp. Oh yeah, I've had rooms like that before. That's always hard.
I buy lamps like it's going out of style because I'm like, it's dark. I need another lamp.
Or coconut for the most part.
Paint this room white.
Is that where you're getting your protein from? I'm guessing that's what you're talking about.
It's coconut.
Yeah. Does coconut have a lot of protein in it? I did not realize that. I did not realize that at all. I am looking up the Protein of coconut.
But the collagen powder is not vegetarian. It came from like bones, fish bones. I imagine they do have vegetarian.
There are vegetarian collagen powders. Yes,
It
a lot of
has
is
9
making sense.
grams of protein for one scoop, which is pretty good. And,
Yeah. Man, why does food have to be so mean to us?
Why does it have to be hard? I just want to eat food and be svelte.
I mean, coconut has more.
I just want muscles for free.
Coconut has more protein than avocados.
Really? It's like just coconut protein content.
3.33 grams per 100 grams.
That's not very high. That's pretty low.
It's not very high, but it's not insignificant.
Right, but it's quite low for the 300 calories. Wait, that's for a cup. How many grams did you say?
100 grams.
100 grams. So it's more calories than 283. So that's pretty low protein. The collagen had 9 grams of protein for 35 calories.
Yeah. Well, it's also because it's like it's single source, right? There's nothing else really.
No, it was fish bones and I think it was all bones. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm eating,
but it doesn't like have much else in it.
Not crack off and bleed on it. Why can't it?
Okay.
Why do things have to be hard?
Girl, I don't know.
Tim goes, your nails are soft. Shut up! I want my nails to be hard.
You're just complaining about things being.
Amber, I love your dedication. It was just making me sick, so I don't eat it. Like, I wish. I literally will like eat cheese and be like, my body's gonna hate me later. But oh, okay. Because of the common allergies people have, yeah. Wish it was so much easier to just eat well.
Yeah, I did show my flu earlier.
Yeah.
It is after 10 o'clock, so why don't we do a little 10-minute sprint and finish us off? Bye, Jim.
Bye.
Wait, no, we're gonna write for a little. Well, I'm gonna just keep writing till I'm sick of writing. But we're gonna write live for. 10
Yeah,
minutes.
we're gonna end the stream after this last sprint. So
Okay,
let me pull that up.
I'm gonna go pee. So can you start the timer when I get back?
I guess. Or you can go after we start the timer. I'm not just sitting here.
100 words more than me for no reason.
Fine. We'll wait until you get back. That's all right. This isn't weird, staring at an empty room. That's normal. What is happening here? Amber, is this your first time doing NaNo? I'm assuming that it's not. How many times have you done NaNo before?
I washed my hands. I like to tell people that when I come out of the bathroom, and then they'll be like, "Well, good." But like when there's a line, I'm always like, "Listen, I washed my hands, but I took my time doing it too."
You sure about that? Why can't I? Weird. Okay. Shall we do this last one?
Yes, I need a tiny coda. I'm not sure what's gonna
This
happen.
will be my second time I'm doing a lot better. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the first NaNo is always a little bit harder.
Maybe I'll do NaNo next year and write a whole
You
book.
should. It's fun.
But I would have to use more time. I can't hit 50K at my regular writing, which is like 2 or 3 hours a night. Can't do it. Cannot.
Maybe it'd be a challenge to write in a little bit of a different way than you currently do, right?
change the
You have a
process.
year to think about it. There's a lot of time.
Yeah, I'd like to try Scrivener. I'm dying to try that. So
Oh, I love Scrivener. Definitely recommend. Okay,
it looks
so
fantastic. I've seen.
we're gonna do this little 10-minute. She's just running around like a freak back there. I don't know what she's doing. All right.
I got nothing. I'm thinking.
Let's go 10 minutes. Okay, that was time.
I barely got 2 paragraphs going.
Oh, I barely got anything in. Like, I was just really enjoying my fruit.
150.
I'm really terrible at eating fruit.
I love fruit.
I like fruit, I'm just bad at eating it.
Like putting it in your mouth and chewing it and swallowing it.
No, I'm bad at putting it in front of me to eat.
Fruit is the best. I eat a lot of smoothies, so smoothies is one way I get a lot of fruit.
Yeah, that's a little bit different.
It lasts a lot longer, in the freezer, and then it doesn't spoil.
Yeah, true. Amber's just gonna have to check out Scrivener. Might help me plan it is so amazing with planning. Like, I wonder if
That's the part I like, because I ended up having like all the things I need to do, like an outline or notes on stuff. It looks like Scrivener will do seamlessly, whereas I have a Google Doc open. It's just one long sprawl of my notes, my everything, and then I have the document that's I'm not using the best tools.
okay, I'm going to also, like, what kind of words did you guys get?
I got 150.
That can't be right.
What?
I must have miscounted somewhere, because it says that I got 9.
Good. Well done.
I messed up. I messed up somewhere
I'm
along
sure
the
they're
way.
good words.
So what I was going to do was, how do I remove this one? Okay, like, very, very, very quickly. I'm just gonna show you guys like what, because I feel like you're both really on the fence, but at 1:30 for me,
I have a very
don't like most fruit. Yeah, I'm eating like a mango and an Asian pear and some raspberries.
I'm allergic to mango. I'm allergic to honeydew melon, but that just makes my throat hurt for like 6 hours. And little berries with seeds give me little hives.
I truly don't think I've ever met anybody with as much food allergies as you.
I think half of them are more rosacea flares, but they look disgusting. So I don't want to eat that food, because like it makes my whole face all red and worse.
Fair enough.
Oh, you knocked him off the cliff. Nice.
Nice. It's about time.
But I had like this whole conversation the other day. I was like, I need them to be fucking over. I can't spoiler. And I was like, I can't. We've gone to the place. We're talking. Can we just start the? I guess it's just taking so long. I'm looking.
I want to somehow do this without. Hold on, I'm gonna make this go away for a second. I want to like actually show you how this thing works. I'm just gonna put that there. Just gonna put that there. Oops. I'm gonna put that there. Let's see. So I want to show you, like, honestly, how much this is gonna help you guys.
Yeah. So I hear.
So this is like in like the breakdown section. Obviously, like I don't want to open it. I'm gonna show you guys my rough draft. But so in here you would put like, say this is gonna be like Act 3, which it should be, but I haven't got to that part yet. And then you can put like a synopsis in here. And you can like put tags and comments and all sorts of stuff. And then I wonder if it'll let me open it up here. Yeah.
So would I be productive, or would I be playing with this all the time?
Honestly, like I don't think that you play with it all the time. Amber, I don't remember. I know that
I think it's under $100 a year.
Yeah, I know it's a one-time fee. You buy it once. It's not a subscription. I got it during a Camp NaNo where
It was like a
it was like
coupon.
a 30-day trial. So I used it for all of camp, and then there was a discount. I want to say it was like $69 with the discount, the NaNo discount. So check in NaNo under like the special offers or whatever. It probably is up there again. I haven't checked it, but probably. So in here you would put whatever you want. So you want or name them or whatever. And then you would put your synopsis in here. But then say like you actually want this thing to be over here, you can drag it here and then it moves it around in here.
Mm-hmm.
And you can like tag them to be like in progress or first draft, revised draft. You can put colors on that. Like, it seems like it's going to be really distracting, but I honestly don't think that it is.
I feel like this might have been helpful with the first book, which ended up, I write completely out of order.
Oh,
So,
yeah, 100%. You like jump around and then you can move everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to like, especially if you're doing it in a Google Doc, like copy and paste it all into where it's supposed to be. You're just like, zoop, done.
No, I didn't. I just ended up with holes. You know, I'd be like, well, this chapter is going to go here, and this chapter is going to go here, and I need a chapter where this happens. Right now, I'm writing Thanksgiving, or right now I'm writing Halloween, and right now I'm writing Christmas. You know, so it'd be like, yeah.
How about that? Okay, so I feel like all the winners of NaNo get 50%. Yeah.
How do you prove?
Which you have to like upload your manuscript into like this word checker at the end of NaNo.
Is there like a licensing associated with that? Seems fraught with possibilities.
With Scrivener?
No, with like uploading your manuscript into something that takes it. Who takes this NaNo manuscript from you, and what are the rules on that?
Oh, nobody. No, it just like checks the words. It doesn't actually save it.
Oh, well, then it would be easy to cheat that system.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I wrote all of this month. All of it.
All 200,000 words.
Mm.
Well, I feel like we should probably call it a night. It is 10:30 almost.
Well, this is very instructional for Caitlin. She learned everyone writes faster.
No, we all work at our own paces.
Yes, and all of your paces are faster than mine.
It's not a competition.
Of course
It's
not.
just meant for encouragement.
It's not a competition because I'm losing. If I were winning, it would totally be a competition.
Fair enough. Okay, well, we shall say goodnight.
All right, well,
Wow,
thanks. It was nice to hang out.
I shouldn't be there. And maybe if you want to host another one with me, we can arrange another one. Amber, hopefully we'll see you on another one. I'm aiming to do 2 of these a week for NaNo. We'll see how that goes, but they're all going to be at weird times, I feel like.
3 a.m.
Probably not 3 a.m. Maybe like a 5 a.m.
No.
My one on Friday is like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Who knows?
Well,
All over the place.
I wrote at least 400 words.
That's good. You're off to a good start for tonight, right? You said you're still going to write a few more hours?
My chapter's almost wrapped. So once this chapter's wrapped, I do a couple more passes for heat. I don't know how I do it, but I get it like 10% hotter with every pass. I don't even know what happens. Magic.
Magic.
I'll hand it off to my friend. She'll be like, what did you do? I don't know. But it's better, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's better.
Good. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I have a pretty easy day at work tomorrow, I think, so I'm probably going to stay up for a little bit.
Yeah.
10 o'clock is usually my bedtime.
Oh, my God.
10 to 11.
That's very adult and responsible of you.
I try.
I'm impressed.
I do try, but it did get cold down here, so I think I want to go to bed soon.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank
Nice
you for
to have
joining me.
you for a while.
Good night. Going to write a little more afterwards. Hopefully had a good time. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us and being the only one to stick it out with us. I appreciate it, Amber. And hopefully we will see you around. Caitlin, I love you, my friend.
Bye, sweetie.
And we'll talk soon. Have a good night.
Night.